Hi everyone, welcome to Coach Calculus channel. In this particular video, we'll be looking at factorization of quadratic expressions. We have before these questions, factorize these expressions. We have question 1 to 5. So make sure you follow me to the end of this video so that I will show you how you can resolve this kind of expressions. And if you are new to this channel, do well to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that when next you are looking for a solution to your mathematical problems, you can easily locate this channel again. Let's dive in. For question number one, we have 26 x squared plus 20 plus 22x minus 4. So this is the quadratic expression for number one. The first step here is to use the first term times the last term. Normally write a c, that is a times c is equal to that is 26 now. 26 times minus 4. 26 times minus 4. That will give us minus 104. Minus 104. Now what we are going to do now is we're going to look for the factors of 104 that can be multiplied to give this value and add together to give this value. The first thing we're going to be looking for is to look for the factors of 104. Now 104. What and what can we multiply together to give you 104? The various numbers are, we have 1 times 104 can give us 104. 2 times 52 can give us 104. 4 times 26 can give us 104. Then 8 times 13. 8 times 13 can give us 104. Okay. 13 times 8. 26 times 26 times 4. 26 times 4. 52. 52 times 2. 104 times 1. Now these are the various numbers we can multiply together to give us this particular number. But in this case, there is a negative here, minus. And we are looking for two numbers we can multiply together to give us 104. And then when we add that same two numbers, it will give us 22. So what are these numbers? And one of the secrets about this number is, now since we have a negative here before the third term, which is constant in quadratic equation, one of the factor will be positive and the other will be negative. One of them will be positive and the other will be negative. Now let's take all these ones now to be positive and all these ones will be the negative. So these ones are the positive and these ones are negative. So among these numbers now, which particular one can we multiply together to give this? And when we add that same number together, it will still give us this. Now if we try this times this can give us this, but this plus this can never give. So when we go through each of these numbers, the only number that can perform this function is this particular one. Is this particular one here. Is 26 times minus 4 can give us minus 4. And also 26 minus 4, that is plus 26 minus 4, that will give us 22. So we say the numbers are 26, 26 and minus 4. 26 and minus 4. Then you add x to them. The next step here is write down this equation. Again. 26x squared plus 22x minus 4. And now this middle term here, that is 22x, we are going to remove it and then place these two values here. So we have 26x squared. Remember, now we're adding this in place of this. These two numbers will be added here in place of this. So we have plus, this one is positive, plus 26x minus 4x, and then this one minus 4. So the next step here is write it down again. 26x minus 4x minus 4. Now we're going to group them. I'm going to group the numbers. These are to group. So I've grouped the numbers. The next step now is to bring out the common factors. The common factors of this, we have for this particular one, common factors here is 26x. So we have 26x, open bracket, x. So when we remove 26x, what will be left is x. 26x, open bracket, x plus, plus 1. We have removed this value outside here, that is remaining 1, close bracket, minus, common factor here is 4, minus 4, open bracket, x plus minus times minus will give us plus 1, close bracket. Now the next step here is take this x plus 1, then take this and this, 26x minus 4. So these are the factors. But sometimes, since this particular expression still have another common factor, we can still break it down by bringing out the common factor here. Okay, let me continue. So we have open bracket x plus 1. Then this particular one here, I'm going to write out the common factor. Common factor here is 2. So I have 2, open bracket. When you bring out 2 here will remain 13. So we have 13x minus, remove 2 from this one, remaining 2, or 4 divided by 2 will give us 2. So finally, this particular one implies we have x plus 1, x plus 1, open bracket 2, 13x minus 2. Now this one that is a constant, we're going to bring it to the front here. So we have 2. This particular 2 now will bring it to the front because it is a constant. So therefore the factors are 2 and x plus 1 and 13 13x minus 2. These are the factors to the quadratic equation in number 1. Okay, for number 2 we have 32 minus 4x minus 6x square minus 6x square. Now if you observe this quadratic equation very well, it is not well arranged in a standard form. So what I'm going to do now is, let me arrange it. So I'll have this one will come front minus 6x square, then followed by the middle term minus 6x square minus 4x plus 32 plus 32. Now I've arranged it. The next step here is I'm going to factor out minus 2. We can get 2 here, 2 here, and 2 here. So I'm going to factor out minus 2 minus 2. 6 divided by 2 will give us 3x square. 3x square. This minus will affect this, that will turn plus. So 4 divided by 2, that will give us 2x. Minus will affect this positive sign to become negative. So 32 divided by 2, that is 16. So these are the factored out this. So this is one of the factor. So we are going to break down this one to get the remaining two factors. But the first thing we are going to do here is use the first term times the last term, which is AC. AC is equal to 3 times minus 16. 3 times minus 16. That will give us minus 48. Minus 48. Now we are going to look for factors of minus 48. We are going to look for factors of minus 48 before we look for the numbers that can be multiplied to give us minus 48 and be added to give us 2. So I have minus 48 here. So what and what can we multiply together to give us 48? We have 1 times 48 can give us 48. 2 times 24. 3 times 16. 4 times 12 can give us 48. 6 times 8 can give us 48. 8 times 6. 8 times 6 can give us 48. 12 times 4. 12 times 4. 16 times 3. 16 times 3. 24 times 2. 24 times 2. And finally 48 times 1. So these are all the factors of 48. But we are looking for factors of the negative of this. Two numbers that can be multiplied together to give us minus 48. And when we add those two numbers together, it will give us plus 2. Plus 2. So yeah, since there's a negative before the third, before the c, the constant. Remember, this is c in the quadratic equation. The c is minus 16. So since the c has a negative, it means that the one of the factor is positive and the other is negative. So I will consider these ones now to be the positive ones and these ones to be the negative ones. I'm going to add negative sign to them. Now, so these ones are the negative ones. So what are these two numbers such that when you multiply them will give us this, and when we add them together will give us this. 2. Now if you observe, go through them yourself, you will see that this particular one which is this now, and do it 8 times this can give us this, then 8 8 plus minus 6, that will give us 2. So this is a particular one that can work it for us. Therefore the numbers are 8 and minus 6. 8 and minus 6, and the variable here is x. Just add x to them. Now we're going to bring down this equation here. So we have 3x squared plus 2x minus 16. Now the next step here is that we are going to use these two numbers to represent this one now. This particular one that we have here, we are going to remove it and add these two numbers. So we have 3x squared, remember we are removing this, then plus 8x minus 6s, then you add this one here, minus 16. Then write it down again for grouping. X squared plus 8x minus 6x minus 16. Now we're going to group the numbers. Then the common factor here is x. Open bracket 3x plus 8. 3x plus 8 minus the common factor here is 2. 2x, not x, only 2 rather. There is no x here, so just 2. So 2x, this negative will affect this, that will become positive. So we have 2 open bracket 3x rather 3x. When we remove 6 divided by 2, that will give us 3. So we have 3x here. 3x plus 16 divided by 2, that will give us 8. Always check if this and this rhyme together. So the next step here is bracket this one here. We have run down this particular one. We have 3x plus 8. 3x plus 8. Then this 2x minus 2. Now remember that we factored out this particular minus 2 after rearranging the expression. So minus 2 is also one of the factors. So I'm going to bring it down here. We have minus 2 is also one of the expressions. So the factors are minus 2, 3x plus 8 and x minus 2. So these are the factors to the expression for number 2. For the number 3, we have 12x minus x squared minus 35. The first step here is for us to rearrange the equation. So we have minus x squared plus minus x squared plus 12x minus 35. Now we're going to factor out the common factor to the two of them, which is this minus 1. So I will bring out minus 1, open bracket, x square minus 12x plus 35 plus 35. When you do this divided by minus 1 to make turn positive, do this expression divided by minus 1 to turn negative, minus 35 divided by minus 1 to turn positive. That's how the signs are changed. So this is a common factor to this all of this. So the next thing now is that we're going to look AC first time times the last time, which is A times C, or you can simply write it as AC equals to 1 times 35, which is equal to 35, equal to 35. So now we're looking for two numbers so that when we multiply them, we're going to have 35, and when we add them together, it will give us minus 12. But first of all, let's list out the common factors of 35. Common factors of 35. 35. What are the two numbers we multiply together to give 35? We have 1 times 35, and we have also have 5 times 7 can give us 35, and 7 times 5 can give us 35. 35 times 1 can give us 35. Now this particular expression here, the b, that is the middle term, now has a negative number, so therefore the two factors must be a negative. Two numbers here must be negative. Since the coefficient of x here is negative, the two factors must be negative. I'm going to add negative to all of them, add minus to all of them. So which one can we multiply together to give this? And we'll add those two numbers together. We're still going to have this particular one here. If you observe where this can do it and this can do it. Minus 5 times minus 7, that will give us 35. Minus 5 plus minus 7 will give us minus 12. So we can use any of these two, but I will go for the first one. So the two numbers are minus 5 and minus 7. So since we are working with the variable s, just add your x to them. S. Now write out this equation down here. X squared minus 12x plus 35. So now we're going to remove this middle term, replace it with these two numbers. So we have x squared minus 5x. These two numbers now are representing this middle term. So minus 5x minus 7x plus 35 plus 35. So I will write it down again for grouping. Minus 5x minus 7x plus 35. So now I'm going to group them. Group them. Then bring out the common factors. The common factor for these two is x. X open bracket x minus 5. X minus 5. Common factor here is 7. 12 minus 7 open bracket. We have x left. Minus will affect positive, so plus will give us minus. Then 35 divided by 7 is 5. You can see now that both of them rhyme together. So we're going to write out this x minus 5 as the first factor, and then these two are going to write it here as x minus 7 and remember, after we rearrange the equation, we have this particular one factored out, so this one also is one of them. So minus 1 comma, so the final factors are, well, minus 1 comma x minus 5 and x minus 7. So these are the factors of the quadratic equation in number 3. For the number 4, we have 20x squared minus 40xy plus 15y squared. The first step here is to factor out 5. 5 can go here, here, and here. So we're going to factor out 5. So we have 5 open bracket, 20 divided by 5, that will give us 4x squared minus 40 divided by 5, that will give us 8xy, and 15 divided by 5, that will give us 3. So 3y squared. So this is one of the factors. So we are going to derive the remaining two factors from this expression. But the first step here is another step from this particular equation here is AC. AC, which means the first term times the last term, that is 4 times 3, which will give us 12. Now we're going to look for two numbers such that if we multiply them we'll have 12, and if we add them together we're going to have minus 8. And the factors of 12 are 12. The factors of 12 are, we have one, two numbers will multiply together to give 12. We have 12 times 1. 12 times 1, we have 2 times 6. 2 times 6, 3 times 4. 4 times 3. 4 times 3, 6 times 2. And 12 times 1. Now for this particular equation again, this one has a negative sign, which means that the two numbers must be negative. I add the negative sign to all of them. I'll add the negative sign to all of them. So what are these two numbers? When we multiply them, we have 12. When we add them together, we are going to have this minus 8. If we observe from these particular numbers, we'll see that this can do it, and this one also can do it. Minus 2 times minus 6, that will give us 12. Minus 6 times minus 2, that will still give us 12, and when you add them together it will still give you minus 8. Therefore the numbers are minus 6 and minus 2. Now for this particular, for us to have minus 8xy, we're going to add xy to the two terms. So now I'm going to write out this expression down here. I have 4x squared minus 8xy plus 30 plus 3y squared plus 3y squared. Now we're going to remove this middle term and replace it with these two values. So here now we have 4x squared. We are going to remove this particular one and add this. We have minus 6xy minus 2xy, then plus 3y square plus 3y square. So I'll write it down again for grouping. 4x square minus 6xy minus 2xy plus 3y square. I'm going to group them. Now I've grouped them. The next thing is to bring out the common factors. The common factors there is 2x. I have 2x, open bracket, 2x minus 3y close bracket, minus the common factor here is y. I have y open bracket, 2x minus, we affect what plus, then turn minus, you have 3y. Can I see that this and this are the same? So write out this. I have 2x minus 3y close bracket, and I open another bracket for this 2x minus y. Now these are the other two factors. Then remember, from this place we first of all factored out 5. So 5 is also one of the factors. So I'm going to write 5. So therefore the factors are 5, 2x minus 3y and 2x minus y. So these are the factors of the quadratic equation in number 4. And finally for the number 5, we have 3x raised to power 3 minus 27x raised to power 2 plus 24 plus 24x. The first step here is, what is the common factor to all of this is 3s. You can get 3s there, 3s there, 3s there. So the common factor there is 3s. So we are going to factor out 3x. And if we remove 3s from here we'll be left with x square. X square minus 9x, or you can do it as 27 divided by 3, or minus 27 divided by 3. That will give us 9x, and then you finally have plus 8. 24 divided by 8 by 3, that will give us 8. So when we factor out 3x, this is the remaining one we are going to have. Then it's telling us that 3x is a factor, and then the other two factors can be found here. So we are going to break down this now. So the first step is AC. That is a times c is equal to 1 times 8. First time times last time, 1 times 8, which is equal to 8. Now the factors of 8 are, we're looking for two numbers such that when we multiply them we have 8, and when we add them together will give us minus 9. Minus 9. Eight. Now two numbers, when you multiply them we have 8 are, we have 1 times 8 can give us 8, 2 times 4 can give us 8, 4 times 2 can give us 8, 8 times 1 can also give us 8. And this particular quadratic equation, we have minus 9 here, which is the coefficient of x. Since the coefficient of x is negative, it means that the two factors must be negative. So I'm going to add minus to the to the numbers. The two numbers must be negative. So which of them can we multiply together to give 8? And then when we add them together, give us minus 9. So from this particular one here, this can go, this can work, and also this can work. So you can take any of them, but I will go ahead with minus 1 and minus 8. Minus 1 comes before minus 8. So I'm going to use this particular one. So the numbers are minus 1 and minus 8. Now we're working with the variable x. So just add x to them. Now I'm going to write out this particular equation. I'll bring it down here. So I have x square minus 9x plus 8 plus 8. Now I'll bring down this equation again, but I'm going to represent these two. I'm going to put these two expressions, these two values in place of this particular one. So I have x square minus 1x is the same thing as minus x, because in mathematics sometimes when we have anything like minus x is the same thing as minus 1x. So I'll write minus x minus 8x plus 8. So these two values now are representing this particular one. So the next thing here, I'll write it down again for grouping. X square minus x minus 8x plus 8. Then I'll group them. So bring out the common factors here. We have common factor here is x open bracket x minus 1. Here common factor here is 8 minus 8 open bracket x minus will affect plus, turn minus here, minus 1. So going now to these two are now the same, so I'll take one of them, that is x minus 1 and this one x minus 8. So these are the other two factors. Remember from the beginning when we factored out 3x. So 3x is also one of the factors, so I'm going to bring it down here, 3x. Therefore the factors are 3x, x minus 1 and x minus 8. So these are the answers to number 5. Thank you very much for watching to the end of the video. If you find this video helpful, do well to subscribe to this channel so that when next you are looking for solution to your mathematical problems, you can easily locate this channel again. God bless you.